Well, hey everybody, here I have this 2011 Chevrolet Silverado Z71 with about 83,000 miles and what appears to be about a 7-inch lift, I believe. So today, let's go ahead and take an in-depth look at the vehicle. We'll start it up, get an exhaust clip, and any of the other unique aspects that the vehicle has to offer. So anyways, let's go ahead and start it up. Here's the key for the vehicle. It's just GM's standard key. So, let's go ahead and get started. Now normally you would think getting into a truck with a 7-inch lift on it would be one of the most cumbersome experiences ever, but it's really not that bad with these Go Rhino step liners. Very easy to step up into. And then all you have to do is insert your key and twist to start. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the gauges. The gauges are very nice. They are backlit in a bluish green lighting, and as I said, this one has about 83,144 miles on it. The gauges are very easy to read. This truck utilizes GM's 6-speed automatic with a manual shiftability by bumping it down to M, and then you can use the little rocker on the shift column to switch. As I said, this one is 4-wheel drive. So let's go ahead and cut on the automatic headlamps as well as the hazards and take a look outside. This one does have an automatic down driver's side window. And another thing that's very surprising about this truck is how incredibly easy it is to get out of. All you have to do is just step right down. Now GM introduced this generation of the Silverado back in 2007, and all the way to 2011, this one still looks brand new today. I think it has a very stately appearance to it, very aggressive, and just looks like a classic American pickup truck would. As you can see, you have your tail lamps here, just standard halogen bulbs, and your reverse lamps there. This one also has a trailer hitch, as well as a trailer lighting package, so that's very nice. This one is an LT, by the way. Here's your single exhaust outlet. This one rides on 35-inch tires, mounted on 18-inch rims, which look very, very nice. The lift kit was actually installed when the dealership acquired the truck, so it's a brand new lift kit. Rims look very, very nice, and the tires make it look very aggressive. Coming around to the front, you can see you have your standard GM chrome grille, as well as your chrome bumper caps, as well as your reflector beam headlamps and turn signals on the side. You do have tow hooks here and here, so that's very nice. And if you plan to do any off-roading, then I would absolutely recommend coming and taking a look at this truck, because ground clearance will never, ever, ever be an issue. It looks very nice. This exterior color is known as Summit White. We'll go ahead and open up the hood here. And the interior will chime letting you know that the hood is open. In order to release the hood, all you have to do, push this little latch to the right and lift up. This one comes equipped with General Motors 5.3 liter Vortec V8. I'll add the power and fuel economy specs into annotations here. Very, very solid engine, very smooth running engine, and very, very quiet as well. The main thing you're hearing is the cooling fan, and that's pretty quiet itself. It is a bit of a reach up to close the hood, but that's to be expected with a lifted truck. And it's definitely worth it in my opinion. This thing just looks awesome. So we'll go ahead and jump back inside and check out some of the features on the inside. Coming in, as I said, stepping in is very easy. We'll go ahead and cut off the headlights as well as the hazards. As I said, automatic down driver's side window. So that's a very nice premium feature that GM gives you, especially in a truck. So we'll go ahead and start off with the dash materials. They are all hard plastic, but they're grained pretty nicely, and they feel very solid and very steady. They don't feel flimsy and cheap and hollow or anything like that. Coming down here, you have your automatic headlamp controls, your panel dim, as well as your dome light for the bed. Here you have your wiper controls right here. You can see all you have to do is just twist this little band here, and they work just fine. Turn signals, and it does have the Euro style turn signal where all you have to do is tap it down once and you'll get 3 blinks for a lane change. Coming over here, here's your radio. I won't be able to demonstrate that because of YouTube copyright issues. but I have personally listened to it and it sounds very nice. Here's your four-wheel drive control, and it does have an automatic four-wheel drive mode, so that's very cool. So that would be like if you lived in a climate that had slick weather situations like snow or a lot of rain going on or anything like that. This would automatically recognize that the vehicle needs to be put into four-wheel drive and do that for you while you're going down the road. Here you have your single zone climate controls, very simple. Here's your fresh air, here's your recirculate, two 12-volt power outlets, as well as a little storage tray for like your iPod or something like that. There's your traction control, another little storage tray here. Here's your air vents for the passenger, and here's the one for the driver's side. You can see they open and close by this little twist knob here. Now this one does have a split level glove box, so that's very nice. That's always been one of my favorite features about this generation Silverado, is how they have a glove box here as accessed by pushing on this, and then a glove box here, and the glove box is damp so it won't fall straight down onto your knees, so that's very nice. It's a pretty decent sized glove box. You could definitely fit like an iPad or something like that in there. Sounds very solid when you close it. What you heard rattling was the wheel lock to make sure nobody steals your wheels off of the truck, which with these wheels you definitely wouldn't want happening. Here you have three full-size cup holders, absolutely massive cup holders. Center console is stitched in leather, very nicely padded. Just lift up and you have a plethora of storage. You have a little business card area here, a place to store your pencils or anything like that. And then you can also remove this divider if you need more room in each compartment. So to access the middle seat in the front, all you have to do is lift up on this, and then you are greeted with a pretty comfortable feeling middle seat, so you can have a third passenger in the front if you need one. And also you have under seat storage, so all you have to do is grab this little handle and pull up. And this storage area is carpeted, and you also get another 12-volt power outlet down below. So you, like I said, you have your little carpeted storage trays. So, as for the rest of the interior materials, there's your rear view mirror. Coming up here, you have your interior lighting system, your reading lights. There's your passenger airbag indicator right here. So if it senses someone who's heavy enough sitting in the passenger seat, it'll automatically tell the truck to deploy the airbag should there be a front-end collision. Headliner feels very nice. Materials are very plush and very padded. Mirror and vanity light on the driver's side, as well as the passenger side. So I'm very glad that they give you mirrors and vanity lights on both sides. A lot of cars don't do that these days. Steering wheel, it is leather wrapped, so that's very nice. Feels pretty good in your hands. Here you have your cruise control, as well as the big Chevrolet emblem in the middle of the steering wheel. The steering wheel is manual tilt only. All you have to do is just pull on this little tab here and it'll tilt up and down for you. Like I said, 6-speed automatic, shifted on the column, just how it ought to be in a truck. Door materials, the top of the door is soft to the touch. Coming down to the door handle, it is wrapped in a rubberized material which feels very solid and very nice. Automatic down driver's window. There's your power mirror controls located up here, as well as your power window locks and door locks. Armrest is padded. The door pull is wrapped in a very nice rubberized material. Your door handle is located down here, which would be very easy to use if you had like gloves on or anything like that. They're plenty big and bulky enough. Coming down here, you have two cup holders for your water bottles or what have you. You also have a door speaker down here. There's your hood release, and there's your parking brake right there. It is a push-on, push-off, just like so. So let's go ahead and check out the back seat, shall we? Like I said, doors sound very solid when you close them. Here's your fuel filler door. It can run on E85 gasoline. Now accessing the rear seat is very easy. You do have some under seat storage. All you have to do is lift up on the seat right here and the seat will fold up. You can see I have my camera tripod right there and it fits perfectly under the seat. You do get rubber all-weather floor mats with this truck, so that's very nice as well. Stepping up again, very easy to do. And you have a handle right here you can use to pull yourself up. You do get dual map pockets on the backs of both seats, so that's very nice. A lot of cars are going to a single map pocket these days. As for the interior door materials, everything follows through the front. Padded armrest, rubberized door pull, and your nice big and bulky door handle down here. And there's your power window control right there. Coming down here, you do have dual cup holders, which feel very solid and don't feel like they would tump over or anything like that. Pulling down this tab reveals a center armrest with dual cup holders. So there are a total of 4 cup holders in the rear, so that's very nice. I'm glad that they gave you plenty of cup holders. Now, rear seat comfort is actually not bad at all for a truck. I have plenty of thigh support, plenty of headroom. I had the seat adjusted relatively where I would have liked it to drive. I'm about 5'11", 5'11 and a half, and I fit perfectly behind myself. Plenty of knee room. Let's go ahead and hop out and check out the truck bed. You have your big Chevrolet emblem on the back. Now this truck does come equipped with a Duraliner truck bed liner already pre-installed, and it's a very clean one at that. It doesn't look like it's been chawed up or anything of that nature. So that's a very nice feature that it already comes installed with. And you also have tie-down hooks there as well as there. This is a drop-in bed liner. Closing the tailgate's very easy to do. You just lift and then close. So anyways, let's go ahead and take this one for a test drive, shall we? So let's go ahead and get started. Now the first thing I notice when I get into the 2011 Silverado, with this lift kit, you get a very commanding view of the road. You just feel like you're towering over everyone else, and you could just drive over anything and never notice it. Get some air conditioning going. And you would think for a lifted truck that it would ride very rough, but it actually rides very smoothly. I'm very impressed with that. Alrighty. Now, a lot of people have had issues with a lifted truck having the tires rub, but this one doesn't do that at all. I just did a full-on lock turn and the tires were just fine. They never once hit the fender wells. The engine has plenty of power to move this big old truck around. There's loads of low-down torque. You don't have to rev it up to get it to go. As for the tire hum, there's not really any. You would think that with big aggressive off-road tires like this that you would get some tire hum, but I'm not really noticing any at all. It's actually a very quiet cabin. I'm getting a tiny bit of road noise, but that's it. The truck feels very sure of itself on the road and doesn't feel like it's wallowing around or anything like that, so it's very, very smooth and very straight and true. One of the things I really, really like about this generation Silverado is how comfortable the seats are. The seats in this truck are more than enough support, and I'm very, very impressed. And another thing I like is the European style turn signals with the one click and you'll get 3 blinks in order to change lanes. That's very, very, very nice. I like that. It's a nice little premium and convenient feature that GM gives you. You can hear I'm on a smooth road surface and there's a tiny bit of tire hum, but it's not bad at all. Brakes work perfectly well. They grab, they have a very nice initial bite, and the pedal is very linear and very well modulated. Now turn in, there is a bit of body roll, but it's not bad. There's plenty of power to move the truck out of its own way. Getting up to speed is definitely not an issue at all. Steering is very direct and very precise. It doesn't feel loose or anything like that, which is a common issue in trucks that have been lifted, but this feels like any other Silverado you would drive off of a brand new dealership lot. So I would definitely recommend coming to check this one out. It's a very, very nice truck indeed. You get all the luxuries you need and all the capabilities on and off-road that you could ever ask for. Just a great truck. I'm very, very pleased with the way it drives, and this is actually my first time ever driving a truck with a lift kit like this, so I have to say it's a lot of fun. I definitely understand why people like them. 2.3 liter Vortec V8 definitely produces a very, very nice sound. But it's very smooth. It's not loud and raspy and shouty or anything like that. The transmission is perfectly adapted to the way the engine puts down its power. So it's just a very easy truck to live with and a very easy truck to drive. I'm definitely enjoying it. It's not really affected by wind or anything like that. I'm sure if you got on a road where there was a lot of wind, you would feel it a tiny bit, but Chevrolet produced a very, very solid chassis for these trucks, and there's definitely a reason why they sell in the numbers that they do. They're just good, solid American trucks and built the way a truck should be. The lift kit definitely makes this truck very desirable in my opinion. I love the way it just feels very commanding, and it feels very like you're totally in control of what's going on. It doesn't feel like it's trying to do its own little thing on the road or anything like that. It's a pleasant truck to drive. The air conditioning in this one blows ice cold. It'll definitely keep you cool on the hot summer days like today. The seats are very comfortable. They hold you in place very well. I'm very pleased with how the seats are and how they work. So it's a very, it's just a nice truck. It gives you everything you need out of a truck with very good looks and a lot of fun. Now some may say that, oh well, if you have a truck this big then the brakes aren't going to work at all, but they work just fine. I'm not noticing any like shimmy or anything like that in the drivetrain anywhere. It's a very solid driving truck. But anyways, that pretty much wraps up our test drive and tour of this 2011 Chevrolet Silverado LT Z71. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and the vehicle today is courtesy of Fairway Auto Center in Tyler, Texas. One of the best used car dealerships in town. They're very easy to work with, and we've had excellent experiences with them in the past. So if you're looking for something like this, definitely pay them a visit. They'll be more than happy to help you out and get you the best deal or find you any car that you would possibly want. But anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.